Hi Aries, it's Samantha with Soul Pathways, and I'm here to give you your May love reading, and this is for Aries singles, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So singular Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as Aries in Venus and Mars. Venus if you're Aries woman, Mars if you're Aries man, okay? Check this reading out, okay? It's a general reading, so take from it what you can. If you want a personal reading, that information is below. The decks have been cleansed, cleared, and meditated on. So let's go ahead and get going, shall we? Happy Monday. I hope that you're doing well for the start of the week. Thank you for joining me today. That was so quick. I barely even got the question out. This card keeps coming out. And with the full moon in Scorpio overnight, I can see why. This is an Ace of Swords. So, Aries, this says beginners or first breath, 21, and this is 37 with an ace. So both of these speak to new starts in something. In love, obviously. So a new relationship, yeah, benefactors on top with the 3. So we could be, look at those cute little mice. Aries, if you have Aquarius, or Capricorn in your chart, this card was in both Aquarius and Capricorn. Might want to check those readings out. But you could be 37, you could be 21, you could be a life path 3, 7, 2, 1, right? You could be, oh, that's what we got right now, because this would be a 1, this would be a 3. You could be seeing 3, 3, 3. I got 3, 3, 3 here. So 3s are significant here. So are 7s, because it was 7 on the timer when I said that. So 250. So 2 and 5 is 7. So you could be seeing 777, which is a sign of divine. But, you know, this Magician's card is pretty rad. I love the Magician. The Fool is a 0 in Tarot. The Magician is the 1. So, we got a new start with a 1. And an Ace is also a 1. But the Sword is about truth, it's about communication, it's about cutting to the chase, bringing in clarity. The Magician is about having everything you need to get something rolling. And, you know, this says having confidence in your magic. I think you're ready to move forward. And if you haven't moved forward already, you're going to. We just had the full moon in Scorpio. So I really feel like this is talking about communication. You want to have a conversation. At least a conversation. With somebody. Or you're going to meet somebody. Okay? I really feel like some of you, because I've got 2 here, 2 things going on here. Some of you, you're going to bump into somebody new. Yeah. You're going to meet somebody new. With beginner's mind. This could be even at school. This could be somebody you meet pursuing higher education. Yeah, it really wouldn't matter, but this could be at a convention, this could be, you know, through work, this could even be at a college, this could be, you know, anywhere where you're getting, you know, higher education. For this group, though, you're definitely interested. There's a mental component here that's very interesting with this particular hookup. Okay? Also could be an age gap. They could be younger than you, or you could be younger than them. So keep that open. I'm thinking 5 to 10 years gap. I don't think it's going to matter to you. I don't think it's going to matter to them either, to be quite honest. I think I'm just pointing it out. But there's an expansive quality here. I'm just drawn to this planet, and it reminds me of Jupiter. And I think there's going to be a real expansive quality here. A lot of blah, 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 blah. So I really feel like there's going to be a lot of talking. And you're going to enjoy it. If you are the older of the two, you're really going to find this person really fascinating. And you're going to think they are really smart, believe it or not. And that's, I think, hard for you. Not hard for you to believe, but hard for you. Not many people come off as smart to you. And I hate to even say that. But, you know, it's like, you don't get impressed very easily. And it takes a lot to impress you for some reason. But whoever that message is for. But this person does. And you are going to let them know that. And I don't think you're going to do it in a way where you come off, you know, egoic or anything. It's just, you're going to be like, wow. I think you're going to be blown away. Because this person, I just heard it's a smarty pants. This person is your match. There's a second grouping, though, of you. Oh, you're going to want to spoil this person. Going back to this group, you're going to want to spoil this person. You're really going to like them, Aries. Yeah, you really are. You're going to want to spoil them. I mean, this card just gave me that message, so I think you're going to want to spoil this person, this little person. That's so bad. You're going to want to spoil them and treat them well. Yep, you are. You're really going to like them. You're going to ask them out on a date, and things are going to go well. The second grouping of you know the person. And you're going to want to marry him. You've known him for a while. The second group, you might be in, I feel like there's distance on all levels. Physical, emotional, mental. Because I think one of you could have been married, maybe both of you. I think there could have been a third party, if not married. There's a third party. One of you might have had a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Whatever the case, the timing was off. Things just didn't work out. There was a lot of, it just feels chaotic. And it just didn't pan out the way it should have. I'm drawn to the threes. Third party. So, excuse me. 10 on my timer. A new start's here, because I feel like with the sword, a lot of things have been cut away and time has passed. And I feel like somebody has changed their mind about the relationship, maybe, because I don't feel like you guys are close anymore. In fact, I don't even think, yeah, she in this card, this woman is looking this way, and in this card, he's looking at the woman and the woman is looking this way. So the man is looking at this woman and this woman is looking out at nothing, and this woman is looking at the man. So if he's still with this woman, he doesn't want that woman. He wants this woman. And this woman is not even paying attention. And there's separation. And there's a truth between them. Right? And that conversation, they haven't had any conversation. I'm getting quite a while. Quite a while. A minimum for some of you, 10 months, a minimum for who this belongs to. I just heard soulmate or twin flame, maybe. But nevertheless, I just heard the time has come. It was 12:08 when I said that, which is an 11. So I feel like the time has come, and I said earlier, there's marriage involved here. I didn't just mean the marriage that they were in or you were in. I am actually also feeling like this could end in marriage for you and the new person. But of course, there's this whole sword, a conversation. And yeah, I really feel like somebody was asleep spiritually. I have spiritual narcolepsy here. A fallen angel was on the bottom of the deck. So somebody fell asleep as an angel, and they needed direction. And they lost their way in this connection massively. And they had to get back on their damn horse to herald and change. And once that happened, and it did happen, now they're back on path, maybe meditating, back in touch with divine, and limitless possibilities are here. A conversation needs to take place. Forgiveness is on this card. It's right there, and it says repairing the veil. Reminds me of another sword. But this is 45. Could be 45. You could be 45. This other person could be 45 that you're dealing with. But I'm drawn to the red string here. You could have a red string of fate between you. A soul tie is what I'm trying to say. A red soul tie. They do exist. Google it if you're not aware what a soul tie is, or a red string of fate. Okay? Some of you know that you have it. You've seen it in either meditation or your dreams. The other thing that I'm just shown, and I just don't see it yet. Some of you have given keys to your hearts to this person, or you both exchanged them, they will have the red string of fate on there as well. They're from one key to the next. And they usually indicate that these two are the only two that will open the heart to one another. So if that resonates, you'll know this is you. You finally found one another, and you're needing each other's forgiveness to move forward. Or wanting it, at least. Next card out. It's called it says Crown Game. So, you know, I'm taking this as like the crown chakra. You're now finally maybe understanding, Aries. You're getting some maybe downloads or understanding with divine more and more what your connection's about. You could be a life path 8. They could be a life path 8. But you or them could have royalty in your heritage, in your bloodlines, in your lifetimes, I'm hearing even. You might want to watch that Capricorn reading then, if you have Capricorn in your birth chart. It seems to correlate. Yeah. Right use of power. So you're finally getting to understanding. I'm getting you're understanding the power of the other person as well as your power. I feel like you didn't understand who you were dealing with. And maybe now you're coming to understand more and more who your partner is in this lifetime. And you didn't know. I'm hearing maybe they didn't know either. Odd. You're both asleep. What a coinkydink. Happens. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. 23. Changes. So I've got a 5. It says luck and right timing. Yeah. So something's changing in your favor. Now, I feel like you need to reach out and make some communication happen, if you haven't already. An apology, or a conversation, or facts. Something needs to happen. Flip the rules if need be. Something. If you're waiting, then you'll be fortunate enough to get it. But I'm really feeling like if you're the benefactor, I feel like I got 2 crowns here. I feel like, Aries, like you're the fool, like you're the one, the king, like the emperor, but only take it if it resonates. Reaching out, taking that action, making things happen. You might want to. And I'm being told to tell you, if that's how you feel, you need to follow your gut at this time. With benefactor here, it says grace and generosity. You might want to help a person, this person. You might want, like I said earlier, you want to marry this person. And you want to work with or provide for or have a family with, or all of the above with this person. Right now. Like, I don't think you want to wait. I really don't think you want to wait. And with this, I feel like your chances are very good. Especially when the divine is directly involved. This was right behind the Wheel of Fortune. So, this is a gift. I was just told. This person is a gift. This opportunity is a chance, a new dawn. Yeah. Be inspired to do what you need to do to reach out and make it happen, okay? With inspiration, you could have Life Path 33. This is a Master Builder number. Music could be really important. But this is also talking to me about building together. You want to build a life with this person. You want to build with this person. Build dreams, build fortune, build your dreams, build a business. You guys have a soul contract together, so you do have a purpose. So some of you will be definitely hitting the scenes and working with the collective together. And then compassion, heart of home. I really do feel like you're each other's home. And I don't think you've had that in this life, Aries. And I'm getting chills up my body, so this tells me this is probably the most important card I've pulled yet. Because of any card here, I think you've not felt home in this life. I mean, really accepted for who you are. I think there's been lots of displacement for you in a lot of ways. And Divine is letting you know, and I think you already know if you know this person, that this person is your home. That or you're building a home, or maybe both, I think. With the butterflies and then all the fruit, you're going to have fruit. It's going to be so abundant. And I just heard happy family. Look at the keys, all the jewels. I mean, and then I see a bunch of pets. I see dogs, cats, flowers. Yeah, I mean, dogs are loyalty, and then cats are independence and freedom, and then I see all the hearts, which is love and caring and compassion, and the fruit is abundance and prosperity and happiness and joy. And look at all this activity, and it's a humongous place. And this is home. You know, home. Home. We always learn, you know, I know that home can and is often described, Aries, as a structure. You know, when we think of home, we think of a building, a solid construct with four walls, four corners, and a door, windows, often filled with memories and pictures and furnishings. But you know, for me, and another way to look at home can actually be a person. Home is where you're able to be your most vulnerable self. Home is where you can be true and authentic and most comfortable. Home is when you're capable of letting loose and not having to wear a mask. Home is wherever. Home isn't a thing. Home can be a person. Home is wherever. Home is wherever maybe that person is. Keep that in mind moving forward. Let's go ahead and get you some advice here. What can we tell Aries about this? Singular Aries. Give them some advice, shall we? Twin flame. Your passion ignites. They want me to pull one more. So that's only for some of you. You'll know if it's for, you'll know if it's for you. You'll be like, twin flame, what the hell is that? Yeah, you'll know if it's for you. Wow, I love that. Trust. It says trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform in your favor. Trust. Trust. Twin flame. And that's your reading. I hope that you got something out of it. Thank you for showing up and have a wonderful day. Stay blessed and know that you're loved. Come back around and I'll talk to you again then. Okay, Aries? Be well.